Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Ravens coming in at 14-0, going up against the Dolphins, who come in at 7-7. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
When the Baltimore Ravens talk about stopping the run, they talk about using Brandon Williams, their nose tackle, as the key guy to stop other people's ability to run the football. They just re-signed him to a new contract, making him one of the highest paid nose tackles in the NFL.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, it's Gurley. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Joseph. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 5. Play clock winding down.
Here we go now.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
One of the more underrated yet valuable positions in the NFL is safety, and Rashad Jones epitomizes what you're looking for. A guy who can drop down into the box in the run game and tackle those bigger, stronger running backs. He can also cover people, whether it's tight ends or bigger slot guys, and that gives him the ability to stay on the field every down and make big plays.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. And worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 58 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. and that way you often control the game.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go. And got his man complete. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 30. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wilson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. And Wilson has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. They'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He spins free. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Jacoby Brissett with 1 touchdown pass thus far. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Muscles him off. Rolling to his left. Now he's flushed out left. And he breaks through another tackle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There he goes inside the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this one through the uprights and good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Again they run with Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Back to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be taken at the 10. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Let's go! Blue line!
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Jacoby Brissett, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one.
All right, let's roll those highlights. Ravens have it at the 4. Snead's got the catch here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. Dolphins ball early in the 2nd. The pass ends up being picked off. Ravens will end up returning it for a TD as they move out in front 14-0. Ravens with the ball midway through the second. He'll go to the ground and pound here, and he'll run it in from 10 yards out. Now trailing by 7. Ravens with the ball late in the half. He'll head up the middle on the run, and he'd go in for the 6-yard touchdown. Ravens up now by 14.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And that catch puts him past the great Jerry Rice. For the most receiving yards in a single season, he's now up over 1,848.
At one point, we called Jerry Rice Flash. How about the dash we saw here today? The dash towards his record and past it. What a tremendous achievement. And how much fun is it for us to be here to witness it?
It's a pinch-me moment for us.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Gone! 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 Now let's go! Over! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Let's go! 319!
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Raekwon McMillan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. And with that touchdown reception, we have a new single-season leader. We were waiting for this moment. We got to see it here.
How much fun is it that we were here to see it? And this guy's able to catch touchdown passes from everywhere. Red zone, out in the field. It didn't matter. You put in his vicinity, he carried it over the goal line.
Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us, but sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player for the play that he likes to run best.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target, and now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to the air on second down. Ashley. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Off play action. Ashley. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun. Ashley. Wide open receiver complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Off the bootleg. Ashland. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
To throw on second down. Ashley. And he rifles one incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go!
Off the bootleg. Ashley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go!
Off the play fake. Ashley. And it is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. For them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. The Chiefs have added on, and they're pulling away in that one. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle here to Wilson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Ravens, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.